Now I will talk about a new quantity, which is the kinetic energy. We have kinetic, we have energy. The energy is something from physics. We will know what is it. The kinetic is not stationary. It's kinetic means there's a movement, there's a motion. Energy, it is energy stored in the object because it is moving. Okay? We will know also what is energy. It is something different than the force. It is the ability stored inside the object to do force. For example, the cup does not have the ability to apply any force on this box. But if there is a kinetic energy, or the cup is moving, and it will be able to move the box like this, because it has energy to apply a force on another object. So the energy is a physical quantity stored inside the object, allow it to apply a force on other objects. We will deal with it by examples, and it will be more simple. Yes. Now, all of us know this equation. V2 squared is equal to V1 squared plus AX. Right? What if we multiply by the mass M? Multiply everything by M. So we will put M here. We can put M here. We can put M here. Okay? We have 2 here. Right? From the beginning, we have 2AX. Divide over 2 everything. This is over 2. This is over 2. And we remove the 2 from here. Now look. We have MA. MA is the force. We have X plus. We can move this to the opposite direction. This is equal to, move this to here. We have 1 over 2 M V2 squared minus, because this will be here minus sign, 1 over 2 M V1 squared. F multiplied by X. This is the work. It is work done on the mass M. Previously, we have this relation, V2 squared is equal to V1 squared plus 2AX. There is no mass. I said to you from before, it is elementary equation. We don't use a mass with it. Because in Newton use a mass, then we have a different level. Now we have another upper level. In this case, we remove the acceleration. We don't have acceleration in our relation. We have the force and the X. And we have Newton's. Just by put the mass. Okay. The work is measured by joules. The work is the difference between 2 quantities. 1/2 mv2 or v final square minus 1/2 m, which is the same, v1 square. It is a difference between 2 quantities, finally and initially. These things, each term of these things, we need to name it in physics, as we do always. It is named. We have velocity. Then we have kinetic thing, which is motion. We have the mass. We have mass, a moving mass. This mass will contain joules because the work is measured by joules. So this term, because the work will be considered as energy. This term and this term are considered as a kinetic energy. The kinetic energy, we name it K, sometimes you put E in this as subscript, is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the mass multiplied by the velocity squared. This is the kinetic energy. If we have an object and this object is at stationary with velocity equal to 0, v equal to 0, then you look at this object again and you see it moving with velocity equal to 2 meters per second. Will this object move by itself, or there is another external object or external effect act on it, make it moving? There is an external thing. What is this external thing? Does this external thing give it energy or store or take energy from it? This thing give it energy and make it moving. Because, for example, this eraser doesn't have any energy. Now I need to give it energy. In this case, I gave it energy. I did a work on it, make it move. Okay? Now, this is the initial case. This is the final case. I have a mass for this object. The mass is the same before and after. Okay. If there is a person here, we have a person here. And this person acts by a work on this object will move. And this work, as I said, is equal to the kinetic energy finally minus the kinetic energy initially. And the kinetic energy, which is half mv squared, which is this relation. 1/2 mv squared, v final squared minus 1/2 mv1 squared. We know anything final minus anything initial, we can name it delta. Kinetic energy is equal to the work. And we have the relation is positive. Final minus initial. The work is equal to the change in kinetic energy.